Welcome back to this channel. In fact, don't forget to subscribe to this channel as we move along with our daily Photoshop training. In fact, subscription is free and you get a chance to get latest videos when we upload them. So purposely for today's video, we're looking at some basic tools since this video is for beginners on Adobe Photoshop 2019. Let's get started. We are launching our Photoshop and see how we can use it. Alright, welcome back to Photoshop as you have been already stipulated here. Most of you know, and my name is Deen, and I'll be taking you through the simple and basic Photoshop tools. So let's create new. In fact, when yours is new and you have not done any work, you won't see these there. These are the latest graphics I've been working on. So let's create new. The new will give you access to a new page, a working space that you'll be using. So this actually the size is here. I'm using in inch, and this size is square, but because it's 5 by 5, you can choose to change it. But purposely for this, we are maintaining this. See, by the 5 by 5 is very important when you want to do a graphic that will be shared on status, because the square will give you a full size of your graphics to display when you share it on your stat or your profile picture. So let's continue to create new, but make sure this color is on the RGB color, and then the bit can be 18. Make sure the resolution be 300. Let's get started. So basically, we'll be working on this space. This is the working environment that we'll be using for this week. And as I said earlier, we are going to know how to use the basic tools in Photoshop. First basic tool that will be needed in Photoshop is the move tool. Actually, this is the move tool. That's the first one, of course, and it is used as displayed here to move objects or layers. But before we can move this layer, let's first unlock the background. The background is already locked, so you just have to double click and then you press or click on OK. Now we can use the move tool on this background. So basically, the function of the move tool is used to move layers. Before you can move the layer, if you have different layers here, the layers you have to select the layer you want to move. So let's create another layer and then see how we can do it. So let's move to the second most important tool in Photoshop. That is the text tool or type tool. Actually, it gives you the access to type. So let me type something. Let me type my name. I've already turned on the caps lock. So actually, if your Photoshop is new or you have not done any work, the basic color here is supposed to be black, but I have been doing some works. That's why the color you see is blue. So we can Control A or press Control A to select all. When you select, it will give you the chance to manipulate all the entire text you have entered. So we can change the font here. Basically, if your Photoshop is new as for basic users, you won't find this font there. This must try, but I prefer that most of you would download this font on your Photoshop. Make sure you have this font on your Photoshop. It's very easy to work with and you can apply this everywhere. But before that, you get this access to area. Area is also good in terms of graphics or fonts for basic users. So you can use area, and for this you'll be using area black for this. Alright, After selecting that, we can modify our font size and then try to do adjustments to it. Alright, so we can adjust this and then you see. So now actually we can move any of these layers, but before that you have to select. If I want to move this text, and I have to make sure that the selected layer is on the text before I can move. You have to click or press and hold down to move. You can press and hold down to move. Alright, and another second or third most important tool on Photoshop is this tool. That's a drawing tool, or yes, a drawing tool. So actually you have to just right click on it and it shows these layers. You can use it to draw a polygon. For the polygon you can give it various ways. So now here the size here is 3. If you want 4 you can change it. If you want 5 you can change it, depending on what actually you want to do. So here is used to draw polygons, and after doing it you can use the move tool here. See, the layer is being selected, and you can use this move tool to drag wherever you want it to be. You can use this to adjust it, and then actually you can also change the positions of your layers. So when you click and hold on the one you want to be on front, you can just pull it up and it will be on front. So right now the text is on the shape, so you see how it is now. Here you can change the positions of the layers. Basically that's it. And you can use the same tool, the drawing tool, to also draw over or any shape of your choice, depending on how you want your work to look like, the purpose of you drawing those things. Okay, so let's take for instance, maybe you make a mistake and you want to go back. The basic shortcut is Ctrl+Z, and you can just undo everything that you have done to the bottom. Now we have back to 0, that we have done nothing on this, because see, the background has been locked again like initially what it was. This tool here is also used to change the initial colors of your drawings. So actually you can change it by clicking on it and then selecting a different color. Let me select black. Okay, so now when I draw with anything with the drawing tool, the basic color will be black. Have you seen that? Yes. So these are the most important or basic tools. That we have the move tool, we have the type tool, and then we have the drawing tool in Photoshop. Without wasting much time, let's see how we can do something small with this, and then we export, so that I can get the chance to teach you how to export files after you have done your designs on Photoshop as well. So let's click Ctrl+Z to clear this off. Now what do we want to do? Let's do something small. Actually we want to type our name, and then we move along some small keys to know how to do things. So we just typed our name, and one important thing is that you can use these rulers there to guide your work. And if the rulers are not there showing like this, you can click Ctrl+R. So mine, it was there, so when I click Ctrl+R it will go. And now for instance, if yours is not there like this, you can click Ctrl+R to bring them back. This is how you can use it. Just unlock the background as we have already done it, then you use this to guide your work. So we are setting here this, and then we can just move this ruler here. Okay, the ruler will guide us to know whether in fact we are placing our work at the center or not. Okay, so actually this is the center, the exact center of our work. So this is one of them, and basically I just want to do something cool, something small. So we can just move some few other tools as well, the one we have been using. Okay, another thing, you can also use the arrow keys to move your tools whilst you have already selected the move tool, and then you have also placed you have selected the layer you want to move. Alright. Okay, let me show this. If you want to duplicate this, or you want to copy, make a duplicate of this text tool, you can use, or anything, any tool, any layer, you can use Ctrl J. So actually we have seen we have two of one of them here that we have already copied. We have copied this twice. So let's see how we will export this, and you must submit this in our various groups. Just have to click on File, go to Save As, and now you can just rename this and save. Let me do the keyboard shortcut for you. You can click on Ctrl plus Shift. You press and hold the Ctrl and the Shift key together, and at the same time you press S, which will automatically bring you here. So now you can just rename the file by any name you want. So I am just leaving this man. So this save type, that's PSD, will leave our work in this format, for which we cannot share with customers. This is not actually a work done, it's a work in progress. Or you can save this way so that you can, in future time, you can continue. So but it's also important to save your files like this. So you can just click on save, and you save it in this format. And if you want to get them as actual pictures or graphics, you have to save them in this format, that's JPGE format. Make sure you select it. Now it has changed, so it will come like format. Just select the destination, and actually is the format. Okay, so I'm just clicking on save. Yes, another important thing before you export, make sure that your file size, the quality is always full. See, as I move around, the quality is changing. So the 12 is the maximum, and make sure that it is on 12, and the format to supposed to be baseline, that's the standard. Okay, you can click on OK, and basically the work has been saved. Let's check it on our files. We have two ways in which you can check files being exported. First, you can use this quick access. That's immediately after saving or exporting, you will see the work here. That's the first one, and you can right click on it to open file location, which will automatically take you in there, and this is the work. This is the work. So with this, you can export this just by Bluetooth or using code or anything. Your choice. Thanks for staying tuned with me, and can't wait for your assignments, and meet me next time.